Home and Away has aired the first promo for this year's dramatic season finale, featuring a crash which will leave lives on the line. The promo aired during tonight's The Voice grand finale and showed that a train crash during a party will bring the 2025 season of Home and Away to a close. Each December, Home and Away takes a break from Australian screens, and the year usually comes to an end with a dramatic stunt or tragedy to keep viewers on the edge of their seats until the show returns in January. This year is no different, and the 2025 season finale will feature a dramatic train crash which will quite literally leave the lives of our Summer Bay favorites on the line. The new promo sees our Summer Bay favorites arriving at a train station, where a party is getting underway. While not confirmed, the guests suggest it could be a launch party for Remy and Sunny's new Back on Track record label. The promo also gives us our first look at a new character played by Latch Miller, who previously starred as recurring guest character Richie Amblin in Neighbours between 2019 and 2023. Latch's character, whose name isn't yet known, is seen talking to Justin at the beginning of the promo. Also at the party is Eddie, who is the first musician signed to Remy's new Back on Track record label, for which Sunny is the label's hype man. Also at the train station gathering are Mackenzie and Levi, and Abigail. "This looks fun," says Levi, as he, his partner and his sister walk through the station concourse and onto the platform. "I love you," Mackenzie tells Levi. The pair have had a stressful few months as they began IVF after having difficulty conceiving. When Mac lost her baby early into her pregnancy, she struggled to cope, and fled to Queensland, leaving Levi in fear that his relationship could be over. The promo sees Levi return Mac's gesture with an "I love you too," suggesting that normality has returned for the pair by the end of the year. Mac then runs to greet an enthusiastic Remy. As the train approaches the station, Dana, Sunny, Justin, Remy and Eddie look on in excitement. "Looks like that's our cue to get this party started." The promo then shows evening descent on the station, as the partygoers dance and listen to music, with the train carriages presumably acting as an extension of the party venue. After a stressful few months, Mackenzie is able to let her hair down, as Abigail hands her a drink, and Latch Miller's new character is seen behind her. The promo then shows the train once again traveling along the tracks. The timeline of events isn't clear, but we assume that after spending a few hours partying at the station, the residents of Summer Bay then board the train for a journey that will put their lives in danger. As the train heads into a tunnel, the promo shows two teenagers inside, spraying graffiti. As the promo returns to the party, we see Joe and Lacey arrive on the platform. "Hey, ladies, welcome to the party," Sunny says excitedly. "It feels like a dream, I can't believe we're all here together," Eddie says to his ex-girlfriend. Eddie's recent arrival in Summer Bay was quite a surprise for Joe, who has just embarked on a secretive new relationship with Tane. It transpires that Eddie and Joe used to date, but Joe broke things off after the death of her mother. She now faces a big decision between the love of her life Eddie and her fledgling new relationship with Tane. With no sign of Tane at the party, has Joe already made her choice? Lacey can't help but smile as Joe and Eddie continue to reconnect. Back in the tunnel, as the teenagers hear the train approaching, they make a run for it. However, in a move which will spell disaster for our Summer Bay favorites, they leave their bikes on the tracks. As the train heads through the narrow tunnel, the bikes block its path. Back on the train, the driver desperately pulls the brake after spotting the obstruction, but it's too late. As the train's brakes grind against the rails, it's not enough to stop it crashing into the abandoned bikes. We see the front of the train seconds before disaster strikes. As the train impacts the bikes, will the accident spell the end for one of Summer Bay's residents? Inside the train, we see Abigail flung to the ground as the locomotive smashes into the bikes. Remy, Eddie and Dana are also on board, as they're flung around the carriage. The promo ends with the dramatic words, "The countdown to impact has begun." Will everyone survive? The first details of the finale were revealed at Seven's Upfronts event in October. The event is designed for advertisers and investors, and sees the network showcases its new and returning programming to potential advertisers. As part of the presentation, attendees saw a promo for the season finale, which confirmed for the first time that a dramatic crash would bring the year to a close. According to TV Tonight, Emily Ware, Mackenzie Booth, teased that the episodes would feature a never-before-attempted stunt which would keep fans hooked to their screens. The version of the promo which aired at the Upfronts then showed the aftermath of the crash. Outside of the tunnel, Sergeant David Langham and other members of the emergency services jumped into action and risked their own lives as they attempted to rescue them. Thankfully, we know that nearly all of the characters on the train survive, as all of the main cast have been seen filming at Sydney's Palm Beach, the real-life home of Summer Bay, in recent months. Sophia Pennington filming with Latch Miller. Celeb Time Home and Away Tour. However, One character whose fate we don't yet know is Eddie. Steven Madsen hasn't been seen filming at Palm Beach in recent months, and while absolutely nothing is confirmed at this stage, could Remy be about to lose another artist just months after Theo's, Matt Evans, death? Intriguingly, new photos from Palm Beach have emerged in recent weeks, showing Sonny using a wheelchair. A photo in the Home and Away Spoilers info group on Facebook shows Sonny and John, Shane Withington, talking outside the surf club, with Sonny in a wheelchair. Could Sonny's injuries be as a result of the crash? A crash featuring in this year's finale has been rumored for a number of months, after a large amount of the cast headed to Cowra for filming. Back in July, a number of the Home and Away cast headed to Cowra, a 4-hour drive from central Sydney, in the central west region of New South Wales. While there, they filmed a number of scenes at the Lachlan Valley Railway Heritage Centre, prompting fans to wonder whether a train-related incident may feature in upcoming episodes. Based on the fact that the show films a few months in advance, the date of the filming led fans to speculate that the scenes would feature in this year's finale. A large number of cast were at the shoot, with residents of Cowra claiming to have seen Tristan Gorey, Levi, Nicholas Cartwright, Cash, and Ethan Brown, Tane. A since-deleted post on the Supporters of Lachlan Valley Railway Facebook group featured a photo from inside a train carriage which appeared to include James Stewart, Justin, Ryan Bowen, Sonny, Ally Harris, Dana, and Madison Brown, Joe. Also at the shoot were Adam Rowland, Remy, Sophia Pennington, Lacey, and Madison Brown, Joe, as well as new cast members Latch Miller and Steven Madsen.